Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. We've been selling auto parts for over 30 years.
Hi everyone. Today we're going to be working on this 07 Mazda 6. And we're going to be installing quite a few parts that we stock at 1aauto.com. If any of these parts or any other parts you need, click on the link in the description and head on over to 1aauto.com. We're going to be removing the front bumper, which also involves disconnecting electrical connectors for the marker assembly. First practice on anything you're dealing with electrical in the car is to disconnect the negative cable. And in that way, I just take a 10mm wrench. For this model, it's a 10mm bolt on it. I take that negative and I set it aside. I don't want it to touch anything. I'm going to cover up that positive. It should have been covered. So now we're pretty much safe to disconnect anything electrical and not cause any surging going back. We're going to start by removing these two upper screws on each side. It's a Phillips. One is metal, and the other one's a plastic body clip. And it still has a Phillips drive on it. I find the best way to do these is like let the weight of the screwdriver. If you push down like that, you're never gonna see how it skips itself. So just pop it up. You can use a body tool or you can use your fingers to lift it up. You can do the same two on the other side. Plastic likes to break easy, so gentle. Once these four top screws are taken out, you're going to need to raise and support the vehicle. I have a 2-post lift, so I'm going to raise mine up to go to the undercarriage. You at home can jack it up and put jack stands underneath on a nice secure spot. Once you've raised the vehicle and supported it, we're going to remove these 4 little bolts, screws, and it's an 8mm head for the socket. There's 4 on each side, and then there's going to be 2 bolts in the middle that are a 10mm head socket. This one, the clip is broken on it, the plastic is broken off, so obviously I can't show you removing that one. So I'm going to move over to the passenger side, take the same 4 off on this side. Alright, so now I'm going to switch over to a 10mm socket so I can get the 2 center bolts. Once these 2 bolts are down, we have to lower the vehicle to midway, so you're going to have to get in the fender well to remove the inner fender well bolts. So those 2 are out of the way. We're going to bring your vehicle down. So once I've got the vehicle to a comfortable height, I can remove these 2 plastic body clips, and they're Phillips head on them. So, and these are you gotta gently unscrew the plastic and hold, you might have to hold the base. And it spins sometimes, so just use your finger to put pressure on it. And it's a plastic clip, so this top one's the same exact way. See how the whole thing spins? So I have to hold it, the outer edge, and just slightly unscrew. If it doesn't work, don't get discouraged, because we're going to use a flathead screwdriver to pry it out, just like this one is not cooperating. So because it didn't want to work with me, I got a little pocket screwdriver, and I'm going to wedge it in here. You can try a trim tool. Sometimes the road dirt gets in there and it jams the threads up. Let's see if I can get it to come out just a smidge. We're just going to use this enough. Now we get enough of this pulled out. We can get our body tool, pry it in there. Once the fender well is out of the way, there is one more mounting bolt up in here we have to disconnect. So now you're going to have to undo this last little screw in here, it's a Phillips head on it. And let's hope the weather treated us kindly. And it will come right out. Now we have to do the same thing to the other side. We're going to remove those 2 clips and that 1 Phillips head screw. So now that we've removed all our mounting bolts on both fender wells, top and bottom, right in here is a nice little couple of clips. And we need to grab that bumper and just hold it securely because it might fall out. I'm just going to pop that side out of there. We're going to go over to the passenger side and do the same. Now we have marker lights that are still attached. So when I go to lift this off, we know that we have a harness that's still attached. So luckily it's working with me. If you want to see the marker light assembly, it's right there. So I'm just going to pinch the tab. If I can see it. In this case I can't. So I'm going to just turn it out and let that lamp sit. Hold on. Move my way to the other side, holding onto the bumper. And I'm going to remove this marker lamp the same way. Let's see what else we have in here. So we have a crash sensor. So I disconnected the factory harness to where a fog lamp would be. This car is wired for fog lights but doesn't have them. So they just put this grill in and clip that in so that dirt and grime doesn't get into it. So in the future, if you wish to install fog lights, you can. So now with the bumper disconnected, I'm ready to remove it and walk away. First, I'm going to remove these metal little clip tabs. I'm going to use a body tool. We have to reuse these, so you don't want to bend them in any sort of way. So they go on little like alligator teeth. I'm going to place it on that side, do the same on this. Just going to give it a slight pull up, comes right off pretty easy. Then we have 2 plastic body clips. There's one. 2. I'm going to pull those right out. And we have a tab on both sides. Pull the left one out, pull the right one out. And there's our upper bumper cover for the grille. To remove the Mazda symbol emblem, you go on the back side and you'll see 2 Phillips screws. We're just going to unscrew those. You have 3 on the top, or 4, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Look at me, I graduated. I didn't see the ones behind me. I'm just going to repeat this straight across. Take the 5 screws on the top out. Remove that. Mounting. That's the back part of it. So now we can access the tabs to the chrome emblem. Now we're going to use a body tool or my hand, whichever you feel comfortable with. Your hand, not mine. Or a flathead screwdriver. I just don't like to use the metal on the plastic sometimes. So a body style tool. Push in there on those tabs. And you get 2 on the bottom. And there you have it. And there's your chrome symbol, which you can replace or transfer over. Here we have the upper grille part to a Mazda 6 model. This is the part from 1AAuto.com, and this is the original piece. Now the molding plastic is exactly the same. It does not come painted, so you have the option of putting it in black or going to your favorite body shop or painter and have them paint it and match the color to the body. It does not come with a symbol in the center, neither does the OE design. The only difference I see here is it doesn't have the archway for the cutout, which is why I'm sure it is a lot cheaper. But other than that, it comes with the exact setup on the inside. Let's get all the mounting clips and all the spots for everything. This piece came with the inside skeleton, they call that. I had removed the one from here so that I could take the symbol out to show you. So the 1aauto.com part does come with the inside skeleton, which is a pretty plus. That's a nice part. Nice of them to assemble that with you. So you have two choices, the factory color, or you can leave it black. If you need this part or any other part for your car, click on the website below and come on over to 1aauto.com. We have our upper grille piece from 1aauto.com, and we're going to install the Mazda symbol that comes with the factory car. Just line up the clip holes. You're just going to push it in, it's going to snap right in. Now we're ready to install this back in the bumper. Now we're going to install our upper grille piece on our front bumper. And this is the front side, so I'm going to turn this around so we can see the clips and how it goes. So I've got two clips here. The body clips are going to be going there, and two clips on this side. You line them up, push them right in. Same on this side. Line it up, push it on. Now I'll get my body clips. Snap it down. Now I'm going to put on the two, this one on this side. You just line up the centerpiece and push it on with the little grip teeth, do their job. The same on this side. Line it up. Just push it right back on. Okay, let's see the finished project from the front. Let's install the front bumper. We start by picking it up and lining up the center. Try not to scratch the body. Just pick it up. You see the pins where it goes. And then we can go to the side. You want to put it on top of the lip there. Get it right in. Push it in. Follow yourself around to the other side. Do the same thing. I'm going to put my body clip in on one side, then the other. So if you need to put a small screwdriver in there to help line up the other hole, this is what I would do, just to push that body piece over. Maybe we're going to put the bolt in first. See how it won't line up over there? It's not uncommon for once you've taken a body piece apart for it not to line up 100% until you get it in there. So I'm going to grab the mounting screw, see if I can force it in there. Now it seems like I have more of a chance of exposing this down there. There we go. I'm going to tighten this up. Move to my other side, put this one in. This is where I'm going to raise up the vehicle and start putting my fender well back together. We're going to put the 2 screws that go up into the metal, sheet metal into the body. Now I'm going to put my sheet metal screw with the Phillips head back up on the end of the bumper flare here. I'm going to repeat the process on the other side before I put the plastic pins in. Before I snug it up, I just want to make sure that that body's not sticking out or in too far. I like to try to get it to line up just right. Now I'm going to move to the other side. I'm just going to pay attention to that body trim again, the bumper where it meets the fender. Okay. Now I'm going to start installing my plastic clips on the inside fender flare on both sides. Now I'm going to raise the vehicle all the way up. Before I attach the under the bumper splash shield, I'm reconnecting my connectors. This is the fog light connector to the fake fog lens cover. And then both markers. I'm going to reattach both markers up on top, one there on the driver's side, and then one on the passenger side. So now I can attach, once I've attached my electrical connectors on the marker lenses, I put up the driver's side splash shield and put my little screws in with my 8mm head socket. There's 4 on each side, passenger side and then driver's side. And then I have the 2 center bolts. Now I'm going to do the same on the passenger side. Now we have 2 in the center. That's it. And we will be done installing the front bumper. These are the 10mm head bolts. They have a spacer on them because they pick up the gap for the front thickness of the bumper. At one time this car had a splash shield on it. It seems to be missing. So that would also pick up the gap of the plastic. That is supposed to go here. And that is it. We are done. Check your lights. Make sure they operate properly before you head down the road.
Thanks for watching. Visit us at oneauto.com for quality auto parts, fast and free shipping, and the best customer service in the industry.